terms of the writing and the structure of the movie, the whodunit and everything else, did that change at all during your process? Was it one person, it changed to someone else, or did you kind of stick to your guns when you were writing?
It kind of stuck the same the whole way through. I mean, I started very general, thinking, okay, what's the shape of it, and then I zoomed in bit by bit and created the characters and took it step by step. But the big shape of it didn't really change much.
In terms of the story itself, I mean, there's some great humour in there, some great whodunits. I mean, was it hard to kind of marry the two, or was it easy given the nature of the story itself?
I mean, the humor was kind of naturally when it worked its way in there. To me, I was thinking very much about the Agatha Christie movies I grew up watching, like Death on the Nile and Evil Under the Sun with Peter Ustinov as Poirot, and those have that kind of cheeky, self-aware, fun sense to them. So I had that in my head and just kind of wrote towards that.
Yeah. In terms of you as a filmmaker, I mean, obviously you went and did Star Wars, which is this huge, massive franchise. Now you've come back to something like this. Has it made things easier and some things harder that you didn't expect, or has it kind of been the same in terms of your process?
I mean, the process is pretty much, weirdly the same. I mean, obviously there are things that are different about working with a movie with a lot of special effects, but the stuff that matters is all the same. And I don't know, you learn, I mean, every movie has its own challenge, and you learn a lot with every process, especially a process as big as Star Wars. It's just like it's going to graduate school 12 times in a row.
Yeah. And just finally, I wanted to ask you about Daniel Craig. I mean, I know he came with the kind of the package when you first sold the rights last year at Toronto. You had kind of Daniel in your mind. What was it about him, separate from James Bond and everything else, that made him perfect to play this lead?
Well, he's just a hell of an actor. I mean, and I think he's amazing as Bond, obviously, but he's also, having seen him in a lot of other stuff, he's got incredible range. And having met him a few times, I knew he was funny. He has a sense of humor that you wouldn't expect if you only know him from seeing him in the Bond movies. So he dove into this with both, jumped into the pool with both feet and really went big with it. And I think he's having a lot of fun in the role. I think you can see it on the screen.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I love the movie. Thank you so much for your time. Pleasure. Cheers.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys.
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey You Guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey